CPL 100.25, Simplified Information Form and Content, Definitions, Right to Supporting Deposition, Notice Requirement. Okay, so the simplified information must be substantially in the form prescribed by. So the simplified information is prescribed by either the Commissioner of Motor Vehicles, the Commissioner of Parks and Recreation, or the Commissioner of Environmental Conservation, as the case may be. Okay, and then 2, so this is saying that the defendant is entitled as a matter of right to be served this information with supporting depositions, or if he's represented by an attorney, upon his attorney, containing allegations of fact based on either personal knowledge or upon information and belief, okay, providing reasonable cause to believe that the defendant committed the offense or offenses charged. Okay, then it talks about the timeliness of this service and that it has to be done before entry of a plea of guilty or before commencement of trial, but not later than 30 days after the date the defendant is directed to appear in court. And that date's actually going to be on the simplified information and also the appearance ticket issued pursuant thereto. The defendant can mail the request as long as it's within that 30-day period. Okay, so that was all pertaining to the actual simplified information, okay? And then if the defendant requests the supporting deposition, then once the court receives the request for the deposition, the supporting deposition, then the court must order the complainant police officer or public service to serve a copy of such deposition upon the defendant or his attorney within 30 days of the date such request is received by the court, or at least 5 days before trial, and to also file such supporting deposition with the court together with proof of service thereof. This next section I'm having trouble understanding, so I'm just going to read it. Notwithstanding any provision to the contrary, where a defendant is issued an appearance ticket in conjunction with the offense charged in the simplified information, and the appearance ticket fails to conform with the requirements of subdivision 2 of section 150.10, a request is timely when made not later than 30 days after A, entry of the defendant's plea of not guilty when he or she has been arraigned in person, or B, written notice to the defendant of his or her right to receive a supporting deposition when a plea of not guilty has been submitted by mail. Okay, so when at least one of the offenses charged in a simplified information is a misdemeanor, the court may, upon motion of the defendant for good cause shown and consistent with interests of justice, permit the defendant to request a supporting deposition beyond the 30-day request period set forth in whatever. However, that no motion may be brought under the subdivision after 90 days. So if it's a misdemeanor by motion, the court will extend that to 90 days, but not beyond 90 days. Okay, and number 4 is just showing you what the paper is going to say. So the appearance ticket shall contain the following language. Notice, you're entitled to receive a supporting deposition, further explaining the charges provided you request such supporting deposition within 30 days from the date you are directed to appear in court as set forth in this appearance ticket. Do you request a supporting deposition? Yes. No. And they would check the box.